And this morning we have team coverage with so many questions remaining, like who are those two victims that didn't make it out of the plane? Who are the survivors? And when will the plane be taken away and I-75 South can reopen?
Wink News anchor Rachel Cox-Rosen is live near that crash site. And Rachel, do we know how those three survivors are doing this morning?
Claire and Annette, we do. We know that they were taken to Physicians Regional Hospital. That's off Pine Ridge Road, about 3.5 miles from where I am. I'm on Golden Gate Parkway, the crash site right behind me out on I-75, a little bit farther down, closer to Pine Ridge Road. We're going to zoom in on that crash a little bit so that you can see what's happening. On scene right now, a lot of investigators, folks from the Collier County Sheriff's Office. We saw a fire truck out there at some point, and they're still blocking off I-75. I also want to go to some photos that I took early this morning before 6 a.m. showing that completely burnt out plane there. Just the back of it remains, that back tail. You can make out one of the engines. Of course, both of them failed. That's how that crash happened. The front of the plane completely turned to ash. This morning, we still don't know who those two survivors, or excuse me, those three survivors who ran away from that burned up plane are. Let's take a listen in again to that incredible video, that exclusive video we have.
Is there anybody else in there?
Yes, our pilots.
Are they alive?
We haven't, I don't know.
I
don't have my phone.
It's absolutely terrifying there. We're working to identify those three people and the two people who died in that plane crash. Something else we're working to figure out this morning, if there was anybody in that truck injured that was hit by the jet as it landed out on I-75. Photos show that the truck's bed of that pickup truck completely flattened by that plane. So a lot of terror and chaos and trauma out there on I-75 as that jet crashed yesterday. And we spoke to an expert who was able to look at that incredible scene and actually do some analysis from what he saw there.
Yeah, I'm a retired fire investigator, and I look at burn patterns. And if you look at the remains of the aircraft, the left engine is unburned, the left wing is unburned, the right side of the plane is. And if you look at the massive fire on the front, it looks like the front end is smashed in completely. So looking at a aerial view of the area, it appears that he was going westbound, perhaps on his final approach, on his down leg approach to the airport. And I suspect, based on the calmness of his broadcast, that he said he couldn't make it, that he was going to attempt to land in the Windermere Country Club. And he just lost altitude too fast, and it appears that he slammed straight into that wall head on.
The wall he's talking about is that sound barrier out on I-75, separating the lanes of traffic from the neighborhood right behind that wall. And we have Wink News reporter Camila Pereira behind that wall. She's going to tell us what she's seen back there. And you spoke to neighbors as well, Camila?